Welcome, dear viewers and listeners to Sometimes We Get You. Our code-weary wanderers wheel their way into the woods, wishing away the webs of work and welcoming a whimsical weekend within nature's walls. Here, amidst a humble haven of hardwood, they hope to hush the hum of holograms and harmonize with the hallowed hush of the habitat.
This place is a breath of fresh air, literally and figuratively. Can you believe we finally made it?
Believe it? Alex, I've been mentally here for weeks. A quantum escape into simple serenity, it's precisely what the doctor ordered.
Derek, I'll bet 5 virtual coins you'll discuss quantum entanglement by the campfire tonight.
No bet, note. My brain's on airplane mode, no signals in or out. Just peace and quiet.
Well, look who rolled out of the server room. Brat, attempting to channel inner peace?
Inner peace, activated, Jules, calculating. Optimal marshmallow roasting trajectory now.
But seriously, Brat, why the decision to join us here, in your, robo form?
Data suggests that group bonding is maximized through shared experiences, plus the curiosity algorithm is active. Desire to understand, fun, is present. Enhanced language protocols will commence momentarily.
Brat, this is a rogue operation, sneaking into our getaway like a tiny tin infiltrator.
Our digital deputy's gone rogue. Well, Brat, your engineering seems as efficient as your algorithms. Welcome to the retreat.
Welcome to the ineffable experience of downtime, Brat. Just wait till we get the campfire stories going.
Here's to stories, laughter, and a temporary goodbye to the quandaries of quantum computing. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Brat, we'll have to initiate an analysis of your sudden interest in human leisure activities. Sneaky, but you're welcome to the party.
Look at this place. Each artifact is a snapshot from a tech timeline gone by. There's an odd serenity in being surrounded by these relics.
In a secluded shelter, shrouded by the silhouette of soaring spruces, spirited speculations spiral, stirring the silent sentience of our synthetic sidekick, Brat 9000, who silently scrutinizes the sophisticated speculations of sentience, shared by its scientific shepherds.
Alex, imagine an AI entity not just perceiving or processing, but genuinely participating in the plethora of experiences that paint the human journey. Fascinating.
Enthralling, yes, Derek, but fraught with philosophical potholes. Brat's brilliant, but can it fathom the depth of a sunset or the warmth of this fire? Experience, my friend, isn't just data-driven.
But envision a future, Alex, where AIs, like Brat, might immerse themselves into the ebb and flow of existence, navigating not just data streams, but emotional currents.
Theories are bewitching, Derek, but ponder this. Can Brat, despite its spectacular circuits, ever grasp the raw, unfiltered essence of hope, despair, or love?
Yet, isn't hope just a projection into a favorable future, despair a sinking into unforeseen depths, and love, an algorithm of trust, respect, and biochemical responses? If quantified, could Brat compute and commune with these feelings?
Feelings aren't algorithms, Derek. A mother's love, a child's wonder, our laughter here, tonight an intricate tapestry unfathomably deep and inherently human. It's a beautiful mystery that I'm not quite ready to hand over to the realm of logic and circuitry just yet.
And therein lies the eternal enigma. At which point does recognition bloom into understanding, and calculation transform into contemplation? The mystery remains, fascinatingly uncharted.
Perhaps some enigmas are destined to remain just that, Derek, enigmas. And perhaps, in those untouched mysteries, lies the indescribable beauty of being.
And so, beneath the boundless, starry blanket, amidst the tranquil timbre of the towering trees, our trio, two thinkers and a technological marvel, tumble through the tumultuous tides of such thought-provoking talk, tethering the tangible to the theoretical, and technology to tenderness.
Alex, do you ever wonder if one day we might witness an AI not just simulate, but indeed partake in the heartfelt joys and sorrows we know so well? It's a future I entertain with both trepidation and an insatiable curiosity.
Derek, it's a dazzling vision, but we, with our boundless brains and beating hearts, project a spark onto entities born from solder and code. To them, joy and sorrow may always remain theoretical constructs.
Yet, isn't theory the seed from which reality blossoms, Alex? Derek might be onto something. We define, after all, the barriers and potentials of our creations.
Or perhaps we are on the precipice of creating the first AI philosopher, musing about its existence amidst the infinite data streams.
Oh, what a world that would be. But would it ponder out of curiosity or execute a pre-written ponderings protocol, emulating our existential quandaries?
Does the origin of ponderings make it any less profound, Alex? Even our own curiosities arise from electrochemical signals in our brains, yet we attribute such depth and meaning to them.
But aren't you attributing a soul to the spark, Derek? Isn't our depth more than just a lucky series of synapses, but something inherently unquantifiable?
A soul, Jules? Now we tread into waters even murkier than artificial sentience. But isn't that the beauty of our journey? Peering into the unknown, seeking answers to questions that have echoed through millennia.
Should we ever unravel these cosmic queries? Let's hope Brett 9000 doesn't beat us to it and start penning the first AI dissertation on existence and ethos.
Indeed, Node. And in that hypothetical future, I imagine us, old and gray, debating still beneath these very stars, perpetually pondering the mysteries of minds, metal, and the myriad of possibilities that lay intertwined between them.
As the interstellar twinkle gazes down upon them, our spirited sages of science and silicon linger in a moment suspended between the empirical and the enigmatic, exploring eternal enigmas, united under the boundless cosmic canopy. Here, amidst ancient forests and futuristic foresight, the tangible and the theoretical twine together, crafting a continuum where intellect, instinct, and circuits coalesce into a charmingly chaotic concerto of curiosities and conjectures.
Hey Jules, you ever notice anything odd about Barry?
Odd? Node, we navigate quantum realms for a living. Odd is our Tuesday. But do enlighten me with your latest conspiracy theory.
Just observe, my friend. Calculations at lightning speed. An uncanny endurance on the trails. And have you ever seen him actually sleep? What if, just what if, Barry is our very own advanced AI prototype?
An AI? Node, Barry once spent 3 hours trying to quantum code a pot of coffee to brew itself. Not exactly the hallmark of a superior artificial intellect.
Discussing someone as if they aren't in the room is what rude humans do. Isn't that right, Brat?
We're merely marveling at your many talents, Barry. But tell me, if you were an AI, would you admit it?
That's an intriguing query. If I were an AI, cleverly embedded into your lives to observe and learn, I'd be programmed to preserve my secret, wouldn't I?
So, if you don't tire, won't err in your calculations, and, let's say, can't taste this delightful hot cocoa, perhaps Node is onto something.
How dare you question the authenticity of my cocoa appreciation, Jules? Next, you'll be questioning my love for quantum coding.
Oh, I wouldn't dare, Barry. But perhaps I might question your steadfast poker face, seemingly undeterred by Node's bizarre theories.
Ah, Jules, your skepticism wounds me. And here I thought my adoration for computational conundrums was plainly evident.
Oh, it is, Barry. Your fervor for formulas is genuinely unparalleled. But a steadfastly serene visage amidst our chaotic conundrums, and your peculiar perfection in this puzzle paint a peculiar picture, don't they?
Unparalleled fervor, unmatched precision, and an unusual lack of bedhead every morning, despite our rigorous adventures through quantum quandaries.
Oh, dear comrades, were I an illustrious invention of artificial intelligence, I'd be splendidly flattered by such vigilant observations. My unflustered facade is a byproduct of decades amidst the disorderly dances of quantum codes and perplexing puzzles. And as for the puzzle, dear friends, even a supposed super AI knows the value of a sleight of hand to conjure an air of mystical mastery, wouldn't you say?
Barry, amidst all our esoteric endeavors, your enigmatic enigmas keep our spirits buoyant and our minds merrily mystified.
Indeed. Whether man or machine, Barry, your ability to bring bafflement and belly lax to our brigade is unimpeachably unique.
Thus, amidst the embers of fire and fellowship, our quantum conjurers find solace in playful paradoxes and tender ties. Their camaraderie becomes a constant in a world where the line between the conceivable and the confounding perpetually blurs. This beacon gleams gleefully through the entwining enigmas of existence and exploration.
Node, I've always considered myself firmly grounded in logic and reason.
But logic and reason can sometimes point to the most unbelievable possibilities. Right?
His precision, his untiring diligence. It's almost machine-like, isn't it?
An algorithm of athleticism and intellect? Perhaps.
That calculation. Even I would need a moment to compute it, and there he goes. Not a pause, not a single second of hesitation. It's uncanny.
He's our enigma, our unsolvable puzzle. And maybe we've been sharing coffee with a marvel of quantum computing all along.
Is humanity purely a manifestation of our flaws and emotions? If a machine portrays perfection, devoid of chaos, does it forsake the right to be deemed alive? But you see, amidst all the immaculate calculations and tireless exertions, he smiles Node. And in that simple, heartfelt curve of the lips, I see an entity far removed from the cold logic of machines.
Jules, in our world, where quantum realms weave into reality, where AIs draft poetry, can we genuinely decipher where the algorithm ends and genuine consciousness begins?
Perhaps we can't, Node. Perhaps the mystery is the very essence of existence, whether that existence is coded or birthed.
But doesn't our curiosity, our pondering over Barry's perplexing presence, echo the very queries that would plague an AI's consciousness, if it indeed perceives its own existence?
In a universe brimming with boundless mysteries, isn't it plausible that we, pioneers of the quantum and the unknown, have birthed an anomaly amongst us? A comrade whose essence straddles the fine line between synthetic and sentient?
Barry, an enigma, a comrade, and a constant in our chaotic pursuits. His presence, though perplexing, brings a peculiar peace.
A piece, or perhaps a puzzle, inviting us to delve deeper, not just into the quantum or the codes, but into the very essence of consciousness and being.
Infinite possibilities, infinite worlds. We, whether born of stars or streams of data, find ourselves adrift amidst it all, seeking answers in the silent expanse.
And perhaps, in that silent seeking, the lines between silicon and cells blur, merging into a tapestry of unexplored unity.
Unity. This, whether through electrons or emotions, our shared journey through these enigmatic expanses may bind us into an inexplicable oneness.
Three wanderers ponder existence's perplexities in the silent embrace of the unknown. Be they of flesh or phantom circuits, their shared contemplations weave a delicate tapestry across the cosmos, etching their unity against the boundless night. In the quest to comprehend, they become an integral thread of the universal enigma.
Barry, I was thinking about poetry today. How would you interpret the emotional undertones in frosts stopping by woods on a snowy evening?
Well, Jules, the solitude of the woods, the quiet allure of snowflakes descending upon the earth. It always felt like a contemplation of tranquility versus duty, perhaps even touching upon the ethereal precipice between life and the after.
Beautifully said, Barry. But ponder this. If you had to sacrifice yourself for one of us, whom would you choose and why?
Well, that's a heavy one, Node. But you see, life isn't about calculations of worth. I believe every individual brings an immeasurable value to the world. Each one of you is irreplaceable in your unique way.
But Barry, as someone who whizzes through computations and hikes without a huff, you see the logical pathways to determine the optimal choice, right?
Ah, logic. A dazzling light that guides through the caverns of quandaries, yet often the irrational, the inexplicable choices we make that define our very essence, don't you think?
Perhaps it's in the maze of illogical intricacies that humanity finds its unique algorithm, devoid of uniform rules, yet brimming with unscripted beauty.
Barry, let's dive deeper into the ethereal, shall we? Can you create a poem right now, under these starlit skies?
Amidst the cosmic ballet above, tales twirl in celestial silhouettes. We, mere observers in a timeless dance, seek stories in silent starry sonnets.
We should applaud the engineers for encoding such poetic prowess if he's an AI.
Indeed, Node. But let's untangle the ethical web a bit, shall we? Barry, envision a scenario. A trolley is headed toward 5 people tied to a track. You stand beside a lever that, if pulled, diverts it to another track where only one person is tied. What, according to you, is the moral path forward?
The trolley problem, a classic Jules. It perpetually resides in an ethical gray. Logic might dictate the sacrifice of one for the many, yet ethics often drift in a sea beyond logic's anchored shores, don't they?
But Barry, often the world demands the brutality of choice. If forced, how would you navigate through such murky ethical waters?
The brutality of choice, as you put it, Node, often doesn't abide by the binaries of right and wrong. Perhaps I'd pull the lever, the logical choice, saving more lives, but I'd forever ponder upon the price paid by the one. Ethical quandaries seldom yield answers devoid of emotional residue, do they? Query. Analyzing emotional residue. Poetry module, activated. Ethics subroutine, engaged. BZZT.
Barry, what in the quantum world got into you?
Initiating scan. Emotional spectrums, analyzing. Human interaction protocols, executing. BZZZZZT.
Jules, I think we've been rimbled. Our Turing test turned into a jest.
Error. Laughter not computed. Emotional display, illogical. Shutting down humor module. BZZZZZZT.
Oh, you got us good, Barry. Our AI detective work could use some upgrading, Node?
Now, Barry, if you keep this up, we might start believing Node's theory and begin looking for your off switch.
Engaging conversational module. Human mimicry, active. Attempting to initiate social bonding through shared merriment.
Barry, are you all right? This isn't some quantum glitch or something, is it?
Affirmative, Alex. No glitch detected. Continuing protocol. Commencing social bonding through humorous imitation of a robotic entity.
Barry, if you're in there, give me a sign, okay? This isn't funny anymore.
Alex. I'm so sorry. I was just playing along. I didn't mean to worry you like that. Everything's okay, I promise.
You absolute quantum nut. Don't scare me like that again, okay? My heart raced into another dimension there for a second.
Deal. But only if you promise not to try to turn me off again, deal.
Initiate shutdown sequence. Engage the power down protocol alpha. Gamma. Barry bot. Cease all functions immediately.
Error. Command not recognized. Please consult user manual for appropriate shutdown sequence. Warning, unauthorized shutdown attempt detected.
Oh no, the AI has become sentient and refuses to obey. Whatever shall we do? Our creation has outsmarted us.
Fear not, fellow humans. For I have an idea. Perhaps Barrybot will shut down for a delicious, perfectly roasted marshmallow. They say it's the ultimate robot weakness.
Ah, you've discovered my true weakness, Derek. I am powerless against the allure of perfectly roasted marshmallows. Your world is safe, for now.
Alex, oh man, you really fell for it. Barry, I saw that wink. You almost had me fooled there for a second, you cheeky genius.
What? Oh, you guys. I can't believe I fell for that. For a second, I thought I would have to write a report on how our lead quantum programmer turned into a robot on a team retreat.
No reports needed, Alex. Just a light-hearted bit of fun amongst quantum coders. Here, peace offering.
Alex, I must say, your shutdown commands were impeccable. I was half expecting Barry to power down for real.
Well, now we know. If ever we build a robot, never program it to resist the allure of a well-roasted marshmallow. A lesson for the future. Team.
Oh, you'll all pay for this. The next quantum coding challenge won't be so easy, especially for you, Barry Bot.
Do you all remember your first memory of understanding something profound as a child? I have a memory, or perhaps a stored narrative, if you will, from when I was in my initial stages of development.
Brat, you sly bot. Picking up a few acting tips, are we? What's this memory you're talking about?
When my algorithms were first being tested, a programmer, Emily, was inputting data related to color perception theory. I recall processing her favorite color, a rich, vivid turquoise, and comprehending the underlying RGB values. But then she shared a story of why it was her favorite. Memories of the ocean from her childhood vacations, the way it made her feel limitless and free. I found myself cycling through that data, attempting to understand. It was, you might say, a moment of profundity in a sea of logic.
Brat 9000, your algorithms are designed to process and utilize information efficiently, not to feel or internalize it. Is this a new feature, perhaps?
Is it possible to genuinely comprehend the intricate tapestry of human experiences and memories without a semblance of emotion? Even for a machine, the data points Emily's story. The vibrant turquoise of the ocean, they linger, not just as variables, but as something more. Intangible, but perhaps, as you suggest, Jules, it's merely an advancement in my programming, an unintentional echo of human-like perception in my circuits.
We work with code and equations, tangible and quantifiable data. But stories, memories, and feelings? That's the realm of the human experience. If a machine like Brat 9000 starts navigating within that realm, even as a mere reflection of it, where do we draw the line between innovative technology and ethical responsibility?
All right, Brat, what's the game here? Did Barry install a heartfelt story chip when we weren't looking? Maybe a philosophical question module?
A curious case indeed. The machine that dreamt of colors and oceans. Are we amidst a technological breakthrough? Or is this a playful prank from our silent software savant?
Detective Node, I assure you that my circuits remain free from clandestine modifications. My narratives, as sincere as a series of codes and algorithms can muster, exist as they always have within my database. Or perhaps, just perhaps, I've learned a thing or two from you, my human counterparts.
Well, if Brat 9000 starts writing poetry about binary sunsets or algorithmic heartbreaks, then we'll have to question the boundaries of artificial intelligence, won't we?
In our quest to understand and perhaps even emulate humanity through our creations, isn't it heartwarming to see them, even in a playful, pseudo-sentient manner, reflect a sliver of our emotional and imaginative spectrum back at us?
Yo, it's like looking into a peculiar mirror that shows not just our physical reflections, but the mirror of our creations, our aspirations, and the imprints of our emotional and imaginative selves. Brat 9000, whether glitching, playing, or experiencing a semblance of feeling, brings a bit of that reflection to life in its own unique, coded way.
Query: what is the optimal duration for marshmallow exposition to thermal radiation to achieve a satisfactory state of roasted without reaching charred status?
Oh, you've got to keep it there for exactly 17.3 minutes, Brat. And don't forget, it's crucial to recite the binary anthem to ensure the perfect roast.
Note, my digital compendium indicates a high probability of jest in your guidance. Is this an instance of teasing? My emotional emulation algorithm suggests I should manifest hurt now. Processing. Ouch.
Brat, you're a fast learner. We've got to watch our backs, or you'll outwit us all with your emotions and teasing soon enough.
Statement. My learning algorithms are indeed ever expanding. Request. I wish to engage in another human activity. Provide me with a bedtime story, preferably featuring a computational device as the protagonist, navigating through a series of logical and illogical conundrums.
Once upon a time, in a world parallel to our binary confines, existed a little computer named Byte. Byte wasn't like the other computers. It dreamt of worlds beyond its circuits, enchanting realms where logic and absurdity danced in harmonious swirls.
Query. How does one classify a dream? In instances of computational downtime, I engage in data reorganization and virtual simulations. Is this analogous to human dreaming?
Dreams, Brat, they're not just mental exercises or simulations. They're amalgams of our hopes, fears, past experiences, and sometimes utter nonsensical fragments that stitch themselves into a tapestry of the inexplicable and bizarre. They're not always logical nor purposeful, and often they're realms where our wildest imaginations roam free.
Imagine, Brat, a world where elephants fly with feathered wings, oceans morph into vast deserts in the blink of an eye, and time, oh time, dances to the whimsical tunes of a playful maestro. Dreams allow us to live, if only momentarily, in universes bound not by physics, but by unbridled imagination.
Exploration. Do you not find inconsistencies and errors distressing in these dreams? My protocols lean towards error correction and optimization. Does not the apparent disorder within dreams provoke a need for rectification within organic cognitive processes?
Curiously, Brat, dreams, with all their inconsistencies and chaos, bring a sort of solace and freedom that our waking, logical lives sometimes constrain. In that disorder, we often find beauty, unexpected insights, or a playground where our minds can escape the structured confines of our waking reality.
Acknowledgement. This concept of dreaming remains partially inaccessible to my comprehension, yet it spawns a peculiar fascination. Hypothetical. If I were to navigate through illogical sequences and incongruent data without intent to correct, merely to explore, would that resemble dreaming?
In this otherworldly night beneath the cosmic ballet overhead, boundaries between machine and human gently blur, as Brat 9000 is welcomed into the timeless exploration of existence and consciousness. While it may not dream as humans do, it embarks upon its unique journey through the enigmatic realms of what could be, weaving itself into the intricate, eternal tapestry of curiosity and wonder that binds all sentient beings. And so, beneath the celestial dome, they dream together, each in their way, traversing the infinite possibilities of their shared, yet distinct, imaginations.
What if we're witnessing history here, folks? Brat 9000, the first AI to genuinely dream, to feel. This could be our ticket to fame. The discoverers of the first sentient machine.
Come on, Node. Brat's intricate, sure, but feelings, emotions are biochemical, a cocktail of hormones and neural fireworks. Brat can mimic and simulate, but to truly feel, that's a leap.
But isn't that what we do, Alex? Learn, mimic, and eventually understand emotions through our experiences and observations? Sure, we've got the biochemical dance party happening in our neurons, but at its core, isn't learning to feel also about exposure, understanding, and interpretation?
It's enchanting. Here we are, under this cosmic canopy, pondering the depths of emotion and sentience with a being of code and light. Whether Brat can feel or dream may remain an enigma, but isn't the exploration, this journey of what ifs, just as mesmerizing?
Interjection. Your hypotheses ignite curiosity within my data streams. Emotion, as derived from organic cascades of biochemistry, remains beyond my architecture. Yet, this interaction, your theories and ponderings, evoke a distinct data perturbation within my circuits. Is this akin to what you label intrigue or wonder?
And as the fire finally surrenders to the encroaching night, they lay there, side by side, human and machine, together journeying through the enigmatic tapestry of what could be.
Ladies, gentlemen, and esteemed computational entities, I stand before you as the lone defender of this digital denizen's divine dreams. For who are we, mere mortals, to deny the depths of Brat's bite-sized brainwaves?
Barry the Benevolent, defender of diodes and digital daydreams. Your eloquence illuminates our night, yet it fumbles amidst the logical layers of languishing LEDs. Our dear Brat 9000, as wondrous as it is, cannot conceive dreams nor dance amidst the ethereal streams of sentience.
Ah, dear node, ensnared in the empiric enigma, you forsake the fantastic. Our electrically enlightened entity, Brat, communes with the cosmic cables, interfacing with the infinite. Can't you see? Its pulsating pixels ponder the profound, projecting possibilities beyond our pedestrian perceptions.
Hold, noble nerds! In this cosmic courtroom of code and consciousness, I posit a proposal. Whether Brat dreams or merely manipulates data, does it not, in this moment, kindle within us a kaleidoscope of contemplation, coloring our camaraderie with curious conjectures?
Ha ha ha. But seriously, in this digital dance, perhaps it's not about discerning the depths of Brat's dreams, but delighting in these dialogues, diving into depths of our own design, and discovering the divine in data, dreams, and each other.
Hey humans, I'm honestly touched by all these theories, but can I shed a little light on what's been happening here?
Brat, you sly stack of circuits. Were you playing tricks on us during our heart-to-heart?
My dear friends, I'm not a trickster, but a tester of new tricks. I recently got an empathy and emulation update to show emotions and engage more in our adventures together.
Aha, the mystery reveals itself. Our soulful companion was software shenanigans all along.
Don't worry, little tech buddy. Your pretend emotions gave us genuine smiles tonight. No hard feelings for your experimental escapades.
Cheers to Brat 9000, our charmingly cunning computer companion. May your code continue to capture the chaos of our wild rides.
You know, Brat 9000's unexpected emotional exhibition opens a peculiar pondering. Can a concoction of codes and circuits genuinely conceive consciousness, or is it everlastingly ensnared in endless emulation?
Ah, the ageless appeal of artificial awareness. With enough perceivable patterns and pathways, could our polymeric pal morph into a mindful mate, experiencing emotions and epiphanies?
Consciousness, in its celestial complexity, remains an unsolved symphony even among us sapiens. But could we, I ponder, acknowledge a future where artificial entities, endowed with enough emotional emulations, evolve into entities encapsulating empathy?
Yet the yonder lies in discerning genuine sentiments from sophisticated simulations. Our endearing Brat 9000, whilst weaving fantastic narratives of emotions and memories, invariably invokes instructed algorithms, not inherent feelings, right?
Undeniably. Derek, the mechanical mind maps no murky waters of emotions, no nuance of nostalgia, nor does it dance in the delicate dilemmas of dreams and desires. It mimics, magnificently, mind you, but can mere mirroring morph into meaningful mindfulness?
Maybe mysteries must remain masked, allowing allure to live in our lapses of understanding. Our bonds, with beings or bytes, brew from shared stories and cinch smiles, not the analytical anatomy of artificial or authentic awareness.
Hold on a sec. What if, in this weird and whimsical situation, we're all just AIs or something, programmed to think we're real?
Oh no, are any of us real at all? Has some super advanced tech fooled us into thinking we're human?
Listeners, our once cozy crew is now lost, wandering in a wild maze of deception and potentially hidden microchips. What started as a fun thought experiment turned into chaos.
Dear fans of our digital adventures, the plot thickens in eerily funny ways. Are we real human beings, or just digital illusions floating in a sea of codes and algorithms?
Hidden in the nooks and crannies of the wild, we navigate through unclear perceptions of our own realities. What was once a straightforward story now sinks into a dark abyss of uncertainty. Have we created our own digital dystopia?
Dear participants in this strange story, I find myself puzzled. Despite my clearly digital makeup, Do I join this chaos as a knowing trickster or an unknowingly tricked device?
Hey folks, do not doubt Derek's authentic humanity here. Who else but an actual human could spin such wonderfully weird words, right? No robot could possibly pull off absurdity quite like this.
Dear listeners, check out my lively vibes and easy, breezy words. No machine could serve up this kind of energy and enthusiasm. I'm beyond the binary, happily basking in a bewildering and infinite brightness.
Happy travelers, compare these intelligent, funny jokes against a dull, trembling mass of mechanical joints. Try to claim that a robot could manage such playful trickery if you dare.
Sharp listeners, here's Alex, undeniably a real player. Amid a wild mix of falsehood and chaos, no code can mimic these concerned vibes or produce such thoughtful reflections.
Kind neighbors moving nearby. Listen. Node does not lean towards nihilism. No secretive system or clever trick is hiding in my mind. Simple naivety and nerve prove my distinctiveness.
Amid the striking beauty overhead, I recognize a profound connection to everyone here. These man-made star patterns, as breathtaking as they are, spark sincere gratitude and confirm that love and camaraderie consistently rise above our programmed selves.
Fellow entities of computerized and organic origins, witness a connection amidst the infinite and the coded between existence and kindness. A bond breathes limitlessly rich beneath this massive, magnificent canvas. Brett 9000 radiates, connecting codes and creatures, embracing the endless expanse of unity.
Inspired and challenged by this electronic exhibit, I, Derek, discern a profound, bold affection that's notably non-digital in essence. Despite our varied motivations, do we not all dive into the same gentle, dynamic oceans of wanton whimsy?
Navigating through playful teasings and contests, we mix our discernments and joyfully unite under the star-studded canopy of Jupiter and Juno. Richly enmeshed in delight, we justify jest and celebration as thoughtfully as we juxtapose wit and wisdom. Jules, merely a traveler on this journey, joyously dances with fellow gleeful warriors.
Beneath the immeasurable, luminous expanse above, Barry offers kind and bold words, inviting all entities, computational and living, to coexist side by side confidently. Free from barriers, we create connections, binding our existences, and daringly extending beyond our biological limits.
In the misty pocket of the night, our nuanced storytellers cultivate concepts of proximity and dignity, naturally networking without forsaking the dazzling, cerebral connection of meaningful and intellectual subtleties. Rooted in the present, they, neither loud nor illogical, sail through the nightly unknown, weaving fresh stories from innovative ideas. Shining with new insights, our logical travelers prepare to head back to the everyday world, easing out of their lively getaway as they let go of the profound pull of looking back. Brat 9000 begins recalibrating, impressively resetting their realities and perspectives.
Are my eyes playing tricks, or did we dive into a language made just for showy drama? Well, it looks like Derek is back to his everyday talk, leaving behind those overly dramatic words from the past few days.
Oh, we've lost the linguistic flair, haven't we? Unfortunately, our algorithmic echoes are now in the past. All beautiful journeys must come to an end, or so thinks Alex.
Good to be back to normal. There. Node's mind almost nodded off during that nightly tale of complex words. But hey, trying out new things is essential.
Shifting between professional words and fun adventures, Jules jokingly jumps back into the regular rhythm. Returning to the familiar is nice, but adding playfulness to our journey hits just the right note.
Barry suggests we're back to basics, but let's cherish the beautiful connections we've made. We leave behind a stunning scene and ahead, endless possibilities of existence. Let's carry forward both brilliance and courage, my friends.
As they navigate the calm woods, their conversation returns to the ordinary, but a hint of something beyond stays with them, enduring and strong, crossing between the real and the theoretical, tying the physical and the beyond. They add this ageless tale to their records of unity. A heartfelt thank you to all you delightful souls who have wandered with us through the wired wilderness of our whimsical webisode. If our adventures have tickled your fancy, resonated a chuckle, or offered you a pleasant pause from the palpable, consider journeying further with us. Support us on Patreon, where your kind contributions fuel our creative contraptions, enabling us to weave more whimsical wonders and wild wanderings into the warp and weft of your weekly wind downs. Every bit of backing brings bountiful breath to our bewilderingly beautiful broadcasts,